Okay, today we're going to test out the 3080 900K with the 4040p widescreen. In Cyberpunk, I think it's like patch 1.3.2 or some shit, or 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 it is. Didn't bother updating. If there is any update, I will know, to be honest. I got it on GOG, so yeah. Anyway, besides that, we're going to test it out. This is very recent, a new version of it, so we're going to see how it performs. We're gonna put everything on max. So video is ultra wide, graphics is custom. So the only thing we disable is depth of field. Absolutely hate it. Motion blur, hate it. Get rid of that. Everything else is maxed out. Psycho. Yeah, ray tracing. Yeah, we could do no ray tracing right now, and then no DLSS, and just to see it out, how it performs. So you're sitting at like 40s, 30s. In short, this is the market. This is basically where your CPU gets annihilated. Just so people know, gameplay wise, we are sitting at crowd density high. So everything maxed out. Yeah, performance is absolutely terrible. It's pretty easy seeable, you know. Yeah, this is just horrible. So we're gonna see how it performs without ray tracing and get quality DLSS going. So without ray tracing, quality DLSS, you're getting 70 FPS. It will probably go a little bit down. So from not playable to, yeah, smooth playable, to be honest. No complaints here. Let's run a little bit through it. I'm gonna do it more quicker than my other videos because they became really long. We're testing out. This game has a lot of settings, so we're just gonna keep it at that. So this is Psycho. If you remove Psycho, we can actually check it out and see what the performance hit is on that. I think it's about the same because this is a lot of CPU that has to be addressed. So yeah, there's not much difference here. Let's see, Psycho, let's put it on again, wherever it is, there it is. And yeah, let's see if we go to balanced DLSS. 80 FPS. I think balanced is perfectly fine. Lower than balanced, it gets a little bit funky. But at this resolution, even one under it, specifically in Cyberpunk, is still really good doable. So quality right now is really high. Performance is absolutely fantastic. So let's push it one more down to performance. Yeah, I see you sit about like a 90 FPS at this point. With Psycho on, we're going down here a little bit because it's more CPU demanding. So let's move out here. Here's less CPU demanding, so the frame rate goes up. Yeah, okay, anyway, let's go to the video and or to the graphics, and let's enable ray tracing without DLSS. So everything on, Psycho. So without DLSS, we're sitting at about 20 FPS here. That's probably not going to be much better here. Nope. So in short, this is completely unplayable. Like, let's be honest here, terrible. So we're going to move on and we're going to see what quality delivers us. So quality DLSS gives you about double the performance, it seems like. It pretty much makes ray tracing completely free. That's what I noticed. Enable quality DLSS and ray tracing is completely free. It's still bad performance, 40 FPS, not something I would want to play up. Specifically something with guns involved. But it's kind of a slow paced game though, so yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what Blance does. Blance is not that different from the resolution that is quality. It's a little bit lower, but it's pretty much close to the same. So performance is a lot better now though. We're sitting at close to 60. You probably have a 3080 Ti or the 3090. You will be able to get like 60 FPS at this point. But it's going to be close because these GPUs aren't that much faster. than a 3080, sadly. That's the reason I didn't got it. Yeah, it's okay. So performance. This is probably the setting I would play up. It still looks really clean. Yep, it's absolutely no problems there. 60 FPS or around it, but this is more CPU related at this point. For some reason, the longer you stay in the game, the lower your frame rate starts to become. I don't know, in this area. Well, not lower, but it gets a little bit lower. So yeah, you get about like 60 FPS with Psycho with everything on, and yeah, all ray tracing and everything. So that's a good solution. Let's see how much Psycho actually affects the performance. Let's go back to balanced, and then level of lot detail. For some reason that was low. I don't know why, but it is. Let's put it on ultra. Let's put this one on ultra and see if there's a difference on the balance. So now we are actually able to get close to the 60, a little bit higher. Let's get back to the same place. Yeah, I'm gonna do the driving part also in this video, and for the people that want to know. But this area is by far the most demanding. So yeah, we are sitting at 60. So you could turn the cycle off, get a little bit high quality DLSS. Personally, I will just go for Psycho. I think Psycho adds a lot of detail into the mix. So yeah, I will go for Psycho, to be honest. So that's the performance. Let's put it on to Psycho again, and then let's move ray tracing to off, and then let's just put it on quality, right? So we can get our nice frame rate again, and then let's get the car, get on, or what is it, the motorcycle, and let's drive around a little bit. I'm gonna do the same run that I did before, but we're gonna do it in little parts, so I don't have to like run around constantly to make this video a lot more shorter. So we're sitting about 70 FPS. It's the same thing what we had before. Quality and then Psycho. So I'm gonna straight up push everything to ultra with this one, with ray tracing, and see how it performs. So as you can see, we can't hold 60. It drops a little bit below 10 here, like 10 below actually, so 50s. Yeah, quality is not going to do it. I don't think a 3080 Ti is going to do it, to be honest. I think we need a faster generation of GPUs if you want to push that. Yeah, you probably need faster hardware at that point if you want to do it at these settings. Oh, this is DLSS auto actually. I didn't notice that. Let's put it with quality. So quality goes to the 46, 44. Yeah, that's just low. It's too low for my taste. But let's move it up and put balanced out. See how that works. We're still a little bit shy of 60, 35 here. Let's put it on performance. This is the sweet spot in the market. So we should at 60, 62. If you really care about 60s, then this is the way to go. Personally, I like to play these games at like 80 FPS, around that. So the only problem is if you go lower than ultra, you will see a lot of shimmering. It's something I'm not a fan of. So for Psycho, this is the only way to get 60. So performance ray tracing, 3080. Everything cranked to the max at this resolution. It's pretty insane actually that you can still get 60 FPS with everything cranked to the max. Let's put ultra off, and let's put it back to balance and see how it goes. So ultra ray tracing. Okay, so we dip a little bit below here. Yeah, basically, you can play it on this for sure. If you have a G-Sync monitor, you can play it. Personally, I want higher FPS, so I'll just slam it on performance anyway. Let's drive back and see what frames are. Yeah, this is better. Can we just stand here or some shit so we don't have to drive around? Driving around at high speed seems to affect performance. So, yeah, that's an option. 1 second. Close that window a little bit. A lot of noise outside. Yeah, so what we can do, so this is ray tracing. What we can do is just turn ray tracing completely off, and then performance, and then just high and see how it goes. So this is the frame rate where I would personally want to sit up. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get there pretty soon. Like, we need faster CPUs first of all for ray tracing. Because even this CPU has struggles to get 60 of these settings. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we are there yet. We need probably TDR5. We need yeah, new faster CPUs for sure to get to this level of performance with these settings. Let's see if we put that on Psycho or performance, see the frame rate. So you can have Psycho on this solution. I'm not gonna lie, I think DLSS is the best thing that these cards deliver, and video cards. I'm honestly shocked at the quality and the performance that it delivers you. This is like really good looking, and it's pretty much double the frame rate that I would have gotten on my 1080 Ti. Yeah, and that's with Psycho on. So let's actually go ultra and then enable everything, and then let's go ultra performance and see what we get. Like, look at my CPU usage or my GPU usage. It's like 80-70%. And look at the frame rate, right? So let's turn back here. This is what I mean with CPU performance. Like, we had 90 over there, right? So 90 FPS. Now we have ray tracing on and ultra DLSS. So we are not GPU bound, we are CPU bound, and we are going to the 56. There you go, 56 dip. Right? The quality of ultra performance it's doable. I will not fight it because I'm pretty sure it renders at 480 at this point. It's noticeable. So we need CPUs. If we want to get to 100 FPS with ray tracing on, we need CPUs that are twice as fast, straight up, or 80 to 60% fast. Yeah, that's an issue. I'm not gonna lie, this with rebar on top of it, so it's gonna take a while, man. It's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna take a while. I'm pretty sure the current Ryzen's are about in some form 10% faster than the current G CPU I have. They're all really equal. They're not that far apart. Absolute best in games, absolute best. So the next Intel CPUs are going to be 25% faster. That's what they claim. So that's 35% faster, right? It's better. You will get like 70 dips. I don't think that's worth an upgrade. So we need faster CPUs for ray tracing. There's just no way. Or Nvidia needs to do something about ray tracing that it doesn't completely annihilate your CPU performance. But I don't think that's technically possible because I'm pretty sure it needs to render everything around you. We'll see how it goes though. Anyway, this is the performance that you can expect with this frame or this resolution. Yeah. In other words, it runs perfectly fine though. It's if you crank everything up to the max, then yeah, there you go, right? Like performance is gonna suffer. But if you just play it at, let's say, just put this on performance, like high, everything on, ray tracing, everything on high, like that's the dip you're gonna get. And we are still we are CPU bound here, so if you have a faster CPU, it probably holds 60. Yeah, I really need to watch out for my usage on my GPU because otherwise I'll drive like wrong conclusions about it. I really need to watch that out. DLSS can only add so much, you know. So yeah, CPU performance really important for RT. If you have a budget CPU, I wouldn't even bother. Just put a plate off, unless you have the 3080 and you have tons of performance left over. Look at that shimmering in the background over there. Is that ray tracing or is that DLSS? No, I think that's just the game that's brick. Let's put DLSS off. No, that's just the game that's brick. Anyway, that's the little benchmark. And yeah, in short, you can play at everything maxed out at 60 FPS. With performance, DLSS. If you don't want to go to performance, you want to play on quality, you gotta disable ray tracing on this resolution. There's just no way around it. Well, there is, maybe you can drop it to like high settings, but I think the quality drop is too high then at that point. So yeah, anyway, nice game, I guess. I don't know, didn't play it. I did play Witcher. I have no interest in this one at all. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the